Hello and welcome to your messages for the week, your messages through tarot for the week. Today is Monday, the 5th of May, 2025. So I hope all the mothers in Spain had a lovely Mother's Day yesterday. Different countries celebrate it at different times. Okay, if you haven't already seen the messages for the month of May, link in the description, video in the end screen. Our power lies in our sense of duty. That's what I called it. But the sense of duty isn't like, hard work, obligation. It's not like that. When I say sense of duty, I mean our power lies there. But not only does our power lie there, but our abundance lies there. In our sense of duty. So, what do I mean when I say sense of duty? Because it was something that just came out of my mouth and it kind of like resonated with me in a way. Because in a way, our sense of duty is to be who we came here to be. Um, our sense of duty is to love ourselves and do what we love, follow our joy, follow our excitement, all those same things. It's that duty to love yourself. It's that duty to to do what brings you the most joy, to carry out the desires of your soul on this journey. I mean, that's where your power lies, that's where your abundance lies. It's kind of like the same thing if you look at it from a certain perspective. Um, but just putting yourself first, contemplating, reflecting, understanding the human experience. I think that's one of our duties. I would say our duty is to remember who we are. And remembering who we are, again, has loads of different levels. Okay, there's loads of different levels behind that, isn't there? Because this is where astrology helps us, because whatever zodiac sign you are, or wherever your moon is, wherever your planets are, is a clue as to who you really are and what you came here to do and how you came here to express yourself. The soul profiles that I do is also a clue or a reminder. Yeah, maybe not a clue. It's a reminder of who you are and what you came here to, how you came here, how you want to express yourself in this lifetime, how your soul chose to express itself in this lifetime. Your human may not be doing it because the human, as we know, is so programmed. We've also got the gene keys, haven't we? Human design, which is a gene keys being a progression from the human design. And there's lots of different ways that we can realizing who we are, also by doing certain Kundalini activation activities or some of this holosomatic breath work, which really expands you into higher levels of consciousness. And then you get insights, valuable insights into who you are, what you want to be doing, how you want to be doing it, and how you want to be expressing yourself. And 9 times out of 10, no, 10 times out of 10, it will be through love, through the love of what you love doing. That's self-love when you do what you love. But it's also your duty, because when we do what we love, right, so it is this Pablo Picasso quote, which I'm always saying, that the meaning of life is to find your gift and the purpose of life is to give it away. And the way I've always looked at that is the meaning of life is to find out who you really are and what strengths, characteristics, and gifts you have in your uniqueness in this lifetime that you came here to express. What creative channels do you like expressing yourself through? How do you like spending your time? What do you invest your time, money, and energy in doing and being? That's your gift, and using them to raise your own frequency, to create your own abundance, to expand into higher levels of consciousness, to evolve, to find the joy that you want in life. That is the first step. Then the sharing it with others. Now, I was thinking about this because it depends which where you want to look at things from. But if you go from a quantum perspective, there are no others. There is only you creating your reality, and everybody else is a reflection of a part of you, right? So who are these others that you are sharing, the purpose of life is to give it away, Pablo Picasso said. In other words, to share with other people. And I was thinking about this. I was like, why is it so important for us to share our stuff if if there is only us? But then I kind of thought, if this is about self-expression, this is totally about self-expression. And if we try and change somebody, we know that doesn't work. We know that's a spiritual lesson, the big spiritual lesson of letting go of being invested in other people's journeys, right? We can support, we can observe. When asked for opinions and advice, we can offer, but we need to detach from our investment in how their journey is. So that's a big lesson in life as well, isn't it? But also, but we still have to express ourselves. So actually, this channel's a good example because now I'm having the opportunity to express myself. So if you are listening to this, thank you so much because you are providing me with the opportunity to express myself. But even if nobody watches this video, I'm still getting to express myself. This is why the universe says there is no difference between talking to one person, expressing yourself to one person, even expressing yourself maybe in the mirror. I don't know. But it does have to go out there, I guess. Out there. There is no out there, Deborah. You know what I mean? Because the getting it out there is your ultimate self-expression. So it's like writing the book, getting it out there. If no one buys it, that doesn't matter. It's the journey. And I know this from my first two books. I've often referred to them as giving birth because, the process was cathartic for me. The process was self-realization for me. The process was consolidating within the cells of my own body. But the process of writing a book, you're actually embodying whatever you're saying. You're actually embodying the concepts that you're talking about or what have you. And the creative flow, the joy that comes with that creative flow, you're embodying it. So if you're painting a picture, writing a piece of music, playing a piece of music, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're gardening, and you're doing landscaping and you're making the garden look beautiful. That creative process is nurturing your soul. And then it's beautiful. So you put your plants out on your balcony, even if you don't have a garden, right? And the plants prefer it, right? And it nurtures your soul to look after the plants. But people can see them from the balcony and they'll go past and they'll go, oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And you've brought beauty into the eyes of another who doesn't really exist, right? Because they are a part of you, but you find it beautiful. So you're sharing that with others. So it's the ultimate in self-expression. That's what I want to say. The sharing it with others, the reason it's so powerful is because it's the ultimate in self-expression. And I think that's an important point. And I think it's an important point this month and I think it's an important point if you're struggling to get your creative endeavor out. And if you're still in a stage where you think, who's going to want to see my creations? What can I do with them? I don't know how to sell them. I don't know how to, put them out there. Um, so, but it is about just doing them and then seeing, because you don't know, do you, until you do them. Like this video might get no views, might go viral. I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? It's irrelevant. That's my point. It's irrelevant. It's about the fact that I've had an opportunity to share my aha moment, that the sharing it with others, expressing it with others is about expressing your true nature through your human vessel, as Albert Einstein would say, when he said that the human is the instrument through which the soul plays its music. So it is about, playing your music, playing your soul's music. That makes sense. Play your soul's music. That's a nice one, isn't it? Anyway, the messages from my link in description. Let's have a look what's going on. celebrating, yes, celebrating life. We celebrated Spanish Mother's Day yesterday. Cups, intuition, it's spirituality, creativity, and there's your tribe. There's your tribe. Supporting each other, feeling really supported. Yes, and maybe that's one of the other duties to ourselves. Yeah, it's just I think our natural instinct is to support people through love, people in our tribe. Just encouraging people. If you enjoy painting, you might think you're rubbish at it, but just do it because you enjoy it. By doing it and enjoying it, you'll improve or not, as the case may be. I mean, it's about just enjoying. This card is very much about celebrating and enjoying life. But there is a message here about your tribe. Your tribe are supporting you. So I want to say this to you. If you are holding back on producing some creative endeavor, or being creative in a certain way, um, and you're not doing it because you think you don't have enough time, or you think you don't have enough money, or you don't think it's going to bring you in any money, and blah 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 blah. If you're in that situation, I just want to ask you, what do the people closest to you say? What do your people closest to you say? The people that know you really well. Are they saying, yeah, do it. You should do it. You should spend more time doing that. Can you do that for me? Whatever it may be, you know? So you might not be out there and big and everything else, but people, are valuing these intuitive and spiritual gifts that you have and asking you to share them. So you could just be sharing them with a neighbor, with your loved ones, whatever your gifts may be. So yeah, that's a beautiful card, isn't it? We've got another three. Another three. Threes are little creations. So the three of wands, physical action in the physical world, comes after the two of wands, making the decision. I always think of it as making a moral decision, but also it's a decision to live the life that you want. So you picture the life that you want. You've got to take a baby step towards it. You've got to take a baby step towards it. Of course you have, because it's atomic habits, isn't it? You've got to change your habits somehow. You've only got to take a baby step in order to shift your energy enough to let the universe bring you the next step. And once you're on those stepping stones through life, it's easy to go from one to the other when you're ready. Does that make sense? And he's looking at the ships are coming in. So the three of wands, is a card of collaboration, even though he's on his own. So these are your tribe in physical form, right? And in this one, it's collaboration with the non-physical because you can't see them, right? So this is very much, I'm a big fan of collaborating with our higher self, our spirit guides, past over loved ones, angels, and of course the galactic realms. So um, go straight through to God as well. Whatever spirits, whatever non-physical beings you tap into to access higher levels of consciousness. That's what it is, really. It doesn't matter what name we put on them, does it? But he has collaborated, and he doesn't quite have things yet, but he's looking out over the shores of heaven on earth, and there are ships that are coming in. But if he hadn't taken that first step, these ships couldn't have come in, could they? And we've got two threes here, and threes are very powerful because they are those little creations, and it's reminding us to take baby steps. It's okay to take baby steps, but it really is nagging us to take a step. Look, there we go. Ace of Cups coming in. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So this is one of the ships coming in. It's one of the ships coming in. It's intuitive, it's spiritual, it's creative, it's something new for you. It's a new direction. You're a little bit nervous about it because it's something new, right? There's your piece. You're not gonna be at peace until you do it. That's what I want to say. Do you want to be on your deathbed and have this pipe dream that you never realized? Do you want to be like when you're on your deathbed? Do you want to think, oh, I never got round to doing blah, blah, blah. I wish I'd done blah, blah, blah. This is about having no regrets. This is about having no regrets. It's better to say, oh, yeah, I tried such and such a thing. And, it worked for a while, or I enjoyed it, or what have you. That's better than oh, I wish I'd tried. But something tells me with the energies of 2025 that when you take this baby step, I think bigger steps are coming. I really am feeling it. So this ace is divinely guided. It's coming in. There's emotional fulfillment. It is something on your spiritual path. It is about your soul evolving in this lifetime. It is about doing what you love, following your heart. It's beautiful. So yeah, and it's interesting because um, the threes are the kind of like the 1 plus 1 equals 3. I don't know whether you've heard that. If it makes sense to me, this makes perfect sense because look, you've got the three. I mean, I know this isn't a three, but this is the creation that comes from these baby steps. So this is the intuition, this is the creativity, this is the love behind it, and this is the physical action behind it. And this is the result of something beautiful and new coming in. We do have a fourth card. Do we want to see it? We know this lady, don't we? We know this lady. She's procrastinating, isn't she? And she is going through all sorts of, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I'm a busy mum. We know that time is, wibbly wobbly line, as Doctor Who told us that. You know that time speeds up sometimes and time slows down. We know that time only exists in the third and fourth dimension. And we know that this being intuitive and spiritual coming in, we know it's going to be higher levels of consciousness. So time is not an issue. If you are meant to do it, you will have the time. But she's trapped. Maybe she's afraid of changing her life. Maybe it will be a life-changing step, for a lot of people. And so she's a little bit afraid of changing things, even though it's 2025 and she knows that she has to change. She knows that she has to go with the flow. She knows that change is the only constant. And yet she's the only one keeping herself away from the castle, which is her goals in life. She's tying herself up. She's kind of restricting herself by not taking that step. Don't be the Eight of Swords. Don't be the Ace of Swords. Be the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. If you want your Ace of Cups, let's not be the Eight of Swords. She really is causing her own suffering, isn't she, by not taking that step? She's not following her heart. She's completely ravaged by limiting beliefs. Look, thoughts going down, mental processes, thoughts, negative thoughts. It's a powerful way to stay stuck in negative thinking. Wow. I want to tell her, bless her, I want to tell her to throw caution to the wind. Throw caution to the wind. That's what I want to say to her, bless her. So if you're feeling like this, just remember, look, you see, she's got a red dress on as well. It's like these girls are saying to her, hey, Eight of Swords, come and join us. Liberate yourself. Feel the freedom and the joy that comes with expressing your soul's true nature, by expressing your soul's desires, and stop being trapped in the illusion of needing time, money, or whatever, needing more, not having, not being good enough, all this stuff, it's all a programming. Break yourself free. Just take a little baby step. She could take a little baby step, couldn't she? She could just take a little baby step away from these swords. And once she takes that baby step, those ties will loosen just a little bit. And then once they loosen a little bit more, she might be able to actually, maneuver the blindfold down. She might better free an arm, take the blindfold off, and poco poco. There is no rush here. This is not about time, because time is an illusion. This is not about time. This is about you being who you came here to be and expressing all of who you are in whichever way your heart would like to, and in whichever way you're the little girl or boy inside of you. Go back to them, that little boy or girl inside of you when you were playing and you were doing things. You know, how did you play? What brought you joy then? We do need to go back, don't we, to being childlike. And then also think about the younger version of you, the young man or the young woman that's inside of you when you were starting out and you had all these dreams and thoughts about where your life was going to go. Looking back is quite interesting, isn't it? Because you might think, well, that was a dream I had and it didn't happen. Was it a programmed dream? Was the dream actually programmed into you from society? Or was it the dream? Probably by the time you were a young adult, it was a programmed dream. It's the children, isn't it, that aren't yet programmed, that express their true nature. So we need to go back to that and liberate ourselves from the illusion of having to be anybody that we don't feel in alignment with, having to do what we don't feel morally aligned with, having to do things from the mind and not the heart. That's what we need to liberate ourselves from. There is a whole new world coming in. We're creating the new earth. Our limited human perceptions really hold us back from creating the most beautiful and weird and wonderful things. Quite clear, aren't they? Have a fantastic week, and I love you all. Check out the website to find out the fun things I do and the services I offer at www.deborahjanesatton.com. Bye for now. Have a good week.